Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. As you can see, we've got a long wall of text, even though it's made up. It's probably for your assignment, midterm, or exam. Also, in real life, you're going to be doing a lot of cost analysis because you need to find out how much it costs before you can even build things. So this is good practice. So here is the question. The scenario is that we want to pump water from a lake to a reservoir at 41 meters. The pump is 6 cents per kilowatt hour and the turbine is 13 cents per kilowatt hour. The pump has a volume flow rate of 3 meters cubed per second, and the overall efficiency for the turbine generator and pump is 76%. The machine operates for 11 hours per day. We want to find the revenue in this pump turbine for 1 year. So while it asks for the revenue, I would also calculate the cost and net income as well. So we'll do a little bit extra just because that's what you would do in real life. Okay, step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. So starting point 1, we're at the lake and we're going to end at end point 2, which is the reservoir. So we're taking water from the lake using a pump turbine up 41 meters to the reservoir. The machine has an efficiency of 76% and it's going at a volume flow rate of 3 meters cubed per second. Step 2, list all the given variables, find the unknown. So we want to find the net income, cost, and revenue. While the question only states revenue, I'm going to add these two because you need these two as well. Okay, include is probably the best way of saying it. Alright, so this is just in a table form. All of these are given in the question. So Z is elevation. You can use H for height if you want to, but for accuracy, we're going to use Z. Step 3, find the net income formula. So net income is equal to revenue minus the costs. Hence why we have included net income and costs. So this will make more sense to your C-suite executives. Okay. So maybe they only just ask for revenue, but giving them the cost and the net income just saves everyone time, because they will probably ask you to find these out as well. Step 4, find the revenue formula. So in order to get net income, we need to first find the revenue formula. So the revenue in this situation is the power of the turbine. So W dot is power, or work flow rate is another way to put it, multiplied by the change in time, multiplied by the unit price of the turbine. So these two are given in the question. So the unknown is the power. So step 5, find the power of the turbine formula. So that's the efficiency multiplied by the ideal power. The efficiency is given. So step 6, we need to find the ideal power formula. So we know that the max turbine is equal to the minimum pump. So this will be our ideal power. How do we know this? So we know the machine is joined together, so that's how we know that the maximum turbine is linked to the minimum pump. Okay, so it is equal to the mechanical power. In this instance, we're using potential energy. So it is mass flow rate, m dot, multiplied by gravity, multiplied by the potential energy. So if we break that down, that is the density of the fluid that we are drawing, which is water, multiplied by the volume flow rate, multiplied by gravity, multiplied by the elevation. So since it's a lake, we're going to assume it's fresh water. So the density of water is 1000 kilograms per meter cubed. So now we're on step 7. We can now find the ideal power. So we're just going to plug and play. So we've got the density of water, the volume flow rate, the gravity, and the elevation or height, multiplied by your conversion factors. This will get you to kilojoules per second, which is a 1-to-1 for kilowatt. So your ideal power is 1206.63 kilowatts. We can now go back and find the power of the turbine. So it is the efficiency multiplied by the ideal power. So 0.76, this is given in the question, multiplied by your ideal power that you just found. This will give you the power of the turbine, which is 917.03 kilowatts. Step 9, we can now backtrack and find the revenue. So it is the power of the turbine multiplied by the change in time multiplied by the unit price. So 917.03 kilowatts multiplied by 365 multiplied by 11 hours per day. That's an error. Okay. Multiplied by 13 cents per kilowatt hour. That will give you 478,643.83 cents. So $478,000 per year. Okay. Next, step 10, we need to find the cost formula. So that's the power of the pump multiplied by the change in time multiplied by the unit price of the pump. So it's an electrical pump. Step 11, find the formula for the pump power. So it's the ideal power divided by the efficiency of the motor pump. So it's the same efficiency, pump motor and pump turbine, same terminology. So step 12, we can now find the power of the pump. So the ideal power from step 7. So coming back here, that's how we got this power. So it is 1206.63 kilowatts divided by 0.76. That will give you 1587.67 kilowatts. Step 13, we can now find the cost. So we plug and play. We've got the power of the pump multiplied by the change in time multiplied by the unit cost of the pump. So that's 382,469.7, and that's in dollars per year. So now step 14, we can find the net income. So the net income is $96,174.11 per year. So you could say that this is their profit for operating that machine to get the water into the reservoir. Disclaimers: the method is correct, however, I do make calculation mistakes. As you saw, I made some typos, so just be aware. I encourage you to solve it for yourself and see if you get the same answer. Before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC, just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. You can do this by using snipping tool. If you never used snipping tool before, follow these instructions. If you're on a Mac, use the Mac equivalent of snipping tool. So go to your taskbar, click on the icon for snipping tool. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in snipping tool, open up the program, click on video option, click on new, left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. This is just an example. Hit the start button in snipping tool, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish. Hit the red square in snipping tool to stop recording, and then save your video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends, because this is a made up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in this video, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.